Free relief is available from obstructions. An obstruction is anything on the course that is artificial. It does not include an object which defines the boundary of the course. At the 17th green of the old course, the wall defines the boundary, and Jarmo Sandelin is not entitled to relief. Instead, he shows a great deal of imagination in using the wall to his advantage. Obstructions are either movable or immovable, and the relief available depends on the status of the obstruction. An obstruction is movable if it can be moved reasonably easily, without delay and without causing damage to the course. Movable obstructions can take many forms, and sometimes the ball will come to rest on a movable obstruction. In such a case, the player is entitled to lift the ball without penalty, remove the obstruction and drop the ball as near as possible to the spot directly under the place where it lay on the obstruction.
Just drift back a little bit further, please.
As Angel Cabrera demonstrates, the ball can also come to rest in a movable obstruction. The relief procedure is the same as for the ball on the obstruction, and Cabrera is able to remove the waste bin and drop without penalty. If you have interference from an immovable obstruction, then in order to take relief, you need to move your ball to a different position because the obstruction is staying where it is. Interference occurs when the obstruction physically interferes with the lie of your ball, your stance or your swing. In taking relief, you should find the nearest point of relief by simulating the stroke that you would have made had the obstruction not been there. By simulating the stroke, you can find the nearest point, not nearer to the hole, where there is no interference from the obstruction to your stance, swing or lie of ball. You can then drop within one club length of the nearest point of relief, not nearer to the hole than that point. In the final round of the Estoril Open to Portugal in 2007, Pablo Martin, leader at the time, found his ball in trouble at the 15th. However, using his knowledge of the rules to his advantage, he was awarded relief as a sprinkler head impeded his stance. And with the assistance of the official, the player establishes the nearest point of relief, and after 2 drops roll closer to the hole, Martin is allowed to place his ball on a sandy lie, from where he chipped down to make par on his way to victory. A common ruling at modern professional golf tournaments is line of sight relief from TV towers, scoreboards and grandstands. This is often misinterpreted as professionals playing under different rules to amateurs, but this is in fact a local rule that can be used by committees at any tournament where temporary immovable obstructions have been erected. As such temporary obstructions would not normally feature on the course, it's only fair to grant relief from them when they interfere on a player's line to the hole.